The EU wants to spend billions of dollars to become a steel porcupine.
Saw a meltdown in relations between Ukraine and the US. President Zelenskyy has again called for effective security guarantees from its allies in order to stop Russian attacks. Posting on social media in just the past hour, he said that the targeting of his country with thousands of attack drones, aerial bombs and missiles over the past week alone shows that the Kremlin does not want to end the war. Now, it follows Sunday's summit in London, where European leaders discussed the best strategy to bring about a ceasefire. Host Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer said that any future deal must respect Ukrainian sovereignty, as he unveiled a 4-point plan for peace. Well, after the meeting, President Zelenskyy sat down with journalists before returning to Kyiv. Our political correspondent Joe Pike reports.
The visit to Sandringham went better than Washington. Last night, Volodymyr Zelenskyy visited King Charles at the end of a bruising week. Before returning to Kyiv, he sat down with journalists.
I traveled in the train for 12 hours, then for 11 hours. I flew because the President of the United States invited me.
But how can he restore relations with the White House?
You're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're gambling with World War III.
This weekend, he avoided apologising or explaining exactly what happened after that Oval Office encounter.
I think we'll leave this for history.
President Zelenskyy said it was too early to talk concessions. He implied Ukraine could survive without US support. And had he heard of a reported French plan for a 1-month truce in the air and at sea?
I'm aware of everything.
Earlier, Keir Starmer hosted European leaders in London to form a coalition of the willing, nations prepared to guarantee Ukraine security if a peace deal is struck.
We are at a crossroads in history today. This is not a moment for more talk. It's time to act. Those willing will intensify planning now with real urgency. The UK is prepared to back this with boots on the ground and planes in the air. Together with others, Europe must do the heavy lifting. But to support peace in our continent and to succeed, this effort must have strong US backing.
European countries did commit, we don't know which ones or what they promised, but the EU plans to rearm as a matter of urgency.
It's basically turning Ukraine into a steeled porcupine that is indigestible for potential invaders.
These leaders want...
They can't do it fast enough. Ukraine is at war. The Ukraine is doing whatever they can to manipulate to get money from countries. They now know America's pocketbook has been closed. So them talking about beefing up and boots on the ground and everything is a fantasy because it can't happen fast enough. William Whitney reporting from Mustang Medic. What do you think? What do you think? God bless you, and I appreciate the support. You can do it at mustangmedicmedia.com, right below me. It's going to be a wild 2 years, and I pray 4 years, and then 12 years of change and reducing the government